Hello everyone, let's dive into clarifying organizational direction in product management. Some of you might recall, back in 2010, Geely Auto acquired the Swedish automaker Volvo. One news headline back then read, it was quite catchy, Chinese country boy marries Swedish BT. This headline really grabbed people's attention, and it really was Geely Auto that people had in mind. It might still be seen as a budget car brand, especially more than a decade ago. Many taxis on the road were Geely cars. But now you'll notice, whether you buy a Benz or a Volvo, it all sounds auspicious. So Geely Auto is actually moving on market. But you'll find that in this process, a company will actually have a certain brand image, a positioning of its identity. As we clarify the organization's direction, we'll be talking about companies, its organizational direction, and its identity. In fact, any organization must have its own core essence. This core essence won't change. If it changes, it's no longer itself. Just like in martial arts dramas, novice starts out very kind. But after experiencing the perils of that world, his heart turns dark. He's no longer himself. It's already undergone a complete transformation. You see, so if some companies that were originally high-tech, but their recent revenue mainly comes from things like microloans or something of that nature, then they're no longer what they once were. Their essence has changed. Of course, in theory, we hope that a company can endure, because every company has its own mission. And with that, it also carries certain visions, right? It hopes to carry on. If it can continue on through time, there will be continuity. Say, from the past to the present, if it has always remained so, then this ability to persist through time and be passed down through history signifies its persistence, the persistence of its identity. Of course, you can tell right away that this person is an engineer from Alibaba. You can tell this person is from Baidu, and that person is clearly from Huawei. So everyone carries with them a certain kind of mark. Every organization has its own unique characteristics. That uniqueness sets it apart from others. The kind of uniqueness that, spatially speaking, distinguishes its people or the company itself from others. This is what we call the uniqueness of our organizational identity. Of course, this enduring uniqueness often comes from staying true to its core values. In other words, staying true to our original aspiration. As for the existence of our companies, generally, especially successful ones, they always have a grand dream or an expansive vision. This brings us to the term vision. You can think of vision as synonymous with dream. We often ask, what's your dream? My dream is to be a scientist. My dream is to be a pilot. My dream is to be a doctor. My dream is to be an engineer. You see, so those are personal dreams. What about a company's dreams? A company's dream might be to have longevity, to create maximum value, to become number one in the industry. Things like that. So a dream or vision, it's a future imagined through foresight and insight. It embodies the organization's potential for future growth. And after breaking through limitations, it describes an ideal future state. It might not be the top in the industry yet. It aims to be the leader in software development. It wants to earn the respect of its peers. These are all aspects of its vision. It's a future state of being. In other words, it's where we're headed. The destination we're aiming for. This is our vision. But why should we get there? Because of who we are. Because we have a sense of mission. And what is this mission? It's something we're inherently born with. It's the sense of value and purpose we feel we have. It's about offering something to this world. For instance, some might say their purpose is to heal and save lives. This act of healing and saving, that is their mission. As for a company, its mission is, take these words here for example, they speak to the organization's guiding principles and objectives, along with its business principles and the company's core beliefs. These concepts might seem a bit abstract, but let me put it this way. A mission drives an organization to achieve its goals, and with this mission in mind, it can gather resources and focus its energy to make things happen. For instance, a mission could be to bring joy to the world. That might be Disney's mission, you see, or to light up the world. That could be the mission of General Motors. So their mission is to make it easy to do business anywhere. That's Alibaba's mission. Some companies do have a mission. Some people merely exist. Others truly live. Still others both exist and live, but also have a mission. A mission is about contributing something to the world, creating something of value. And of course, you'll find that many companies actually have a vision and mission. These two terms are often mixed up or used interchangeably. Let me put it this way. Basically, the strong make the rules. So when they're very strong, they don't have to follow those rules. They can make their own rules. So you might find some companies have a somewhat muddled vision and mission. That's just how it is. They're powerful. That's just how things are. We need to understand this. Also, another term is vivas. That is, on the path to achieving our vision, we will choose what to do and what not to do, what principles we will follow. For example, some prioritize expansion before consolidation, while others focus on standardization first, and then progress step by step. There can be many different approaches. So values are the guiding principles we adhere to. These rules are often expressed in catchy, 4 character idioms or 6 character phrases to encapsulate the values.